Hey, it's Alex here. So, regulars on my channel will know that I've got a project on at the moment. It's this one. It's estepona.life, and it's a website about where I live here in Spain. But it has one problem. It's a website that's about somewhere in Spain, but it's not in Spanish. It's all in English. So in this video, I'm going to translate this website so that we have a Spanish version as well. To do it, I'm going to be using this tool right here. Let me just grab it. It is Weglot. 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 I think it's Weglot, right? And it is an AI website translation tool that, well, as it says, that runs itself. Should be able to translate my website instantly with AI, and then I can refine it with human edits, which is good because I've got some Spanish friends that have offered to help me with the translation and check that everything is all good. Now, if you want to try Weglot for yourself, head over to wpeagle.com/Weglot, and you'll also find a coupon code down in the description too. So make sure you use that to get yourself a tasty discount. So I'm going to get myself signed up. And in terms of pricing, let's just have a quick look. We've got a free version where you can do 2,000 words and one language. And then they've got these other packages depending on your needs. Now, I think I must have at least 50,000 words on my website because I've been adding quite a lot of content. So I think I'll probably go for the Pro one, which is the most popular plan, 200,000 total words. And it's got all the features in here, all the core features. So I think that's going to be perfect. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly go through the sign up process. You don't need to watch that. It's fairly straightforward. Just need to create myself an account. So let me do that super quick. Okay, so I'm in the process of setting up my account. I needed to put in a project name. It's now given me an API key that I can use when I install the plugin. So let's jump onto the website and install the plugin. Here is my dashboard. I'm going to go to plugins and add plugin. Do a quick search for it. And then click install now. And then activate. So I already have an API key, so I can click here. I need to paste in the API key and then click connect. So now I can set my languages. The original language is English, and then the destination language is, of course, Espanol, or Spanish. So save changes. My website is now multilingual. Okay, well that was quick. Let's have a look. So it's added this nice little switcher down here. If I go to Spanish, Descubre la magia. Is it magia de Estepona or is it magica? Let me go back to it. Did I put in magic? Yeah. I think I know the Spanish word for magica. Let me just check that. Fire up Google Translate. It's got to be right, right? Magia. Magia? I thought it was magica. I need to work on my Spanish. Okay, back on the website. So, I mean, that was quick, right? Let's have a look at another page. Let's go to an article like the best hotels in Estepona with swimming pools. And let's see if it can do this. Wow. I'm impressed with that. I mean, I've noticed that I need to reduce the spacing on my menu because Spanish words are a bit longer than English words, but that's not a problem. I can adjust that. But I'm impressed. Let's jump into the back end and take a look at some of the options that we've got with this plugin. So back into the dashboard, and it's added a little section right down the bottom here. Let's have a look. So in here, we can adjust the button. It's a drop down with the flags. Yep, type of flags that we like: shiny or square, circle. Oh, I like circle. And check it if you want to display the name language. So that's pretty straightforward settings there. In terms of the other settings, we've got the translation exclusion. If I click that, scrolls me down. I've just skipped some things. We've got some custom CSS there if we want. So we can add it to the menu if we like. We can have it as a widget with a shortcode, so we can place it onto pages, put it in the source code. So we've got loads of options here. We can exclude some URLs as well. Auto redirection. So check if you want to redirect users based on their browser language. So people coming with Spanish as their browser language will automatically see the translated one. So that's good. We can translate the emails that the site sends, translate AMP pages if we've got them. We can set the search as well. So it's got loads of nice options. If we want to edit the translations, so if I want to correct anything manually, I just click on Edit Translations. We've got a prompt here to set up my language model. Let's have a look at that. So here we can adjust the tone. So we can add a website description. We can decide if we want informal, neutral, or formal. The audience is general, technical, or non-technical. So that's nice. So you can basically make it, even in another language, stick with the tone that you've written your content on. So that's really nice. So that's the language model. So I'm just going to go back into projects, and here is the project. And we click through. I can see I've got 2,944 words. So, well, not as many as I thought, actually. I need to add some more content. Just a quick note on the word count. I just noticed this just after I finished recording the video, and basically it's gone up. I guess the more translations that are going on the website, the more words you're going to use. That initial figure was just probably for the homepage and whatever. So I am going to need to upgrade my plan. I've already used 10,000 words, so I'm going to need one of these bigger ones. Probably the Pro, as I mentioned earlier, the 200,000 word plan. So I'm going to upgrade. Just thought I'd let you know. Back to the video. And here we've got our manually translated words. So that's the ones that we've done manually, of course, and a couple of options there. If we click on this, we can access all the translations. And it's here that we can, manually make changes if you're particularly good at the language you're translating into, which, as you've already seen, I'm not particularly good at. So I'll definitely get my Spanish friends to jump in here. And so there we go. That was basically it. I've translated my website in literally 5 minutes. I mean, in total, maybe 10 minutes installing the plugin. A couple of other things I just want to tell you about Weglot. First off, obviously, the translation is all automatic. It uses models like DeepL and Google Translate to do it so that you always get a good translation. As you can see, it integrates really well with WordPress, but you can also use it on other platforms like Shopify, Webflow, Wix, Squarespace, even custom-built sites. So that's good. You've got the manual editing here, so you can tidy up the translations if you want to. It's got SEO optimization. Let me just show you that. So if I just go back to the front of the website, and yeah, if we go into one of the articles, the hidden dangers of moving to Spain, and if we switch this over to Spanish, and then if we take a look at the URL, it's put it in /.es. So it's a unique URL for the Spanish page, which is really good for SEO. It also means you can link straight through to your translated content. If you're working in a team, you can also invite other people in to work on your translation. So that's particularly useful if you're going to hire someone to help you with your translations. So that's Weglot. Why not translate your website right now? Remember, head over to wpor.com/Weglot and make sure you check the description to get your coupon code. I'd love to know what you thought about this super easy, super simple translation plugin. Do leave me a comment below. If you like this video, always appreciate a like, and make sure you're subscribed so I can see you in the next one.